Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down, 185. Check, 53's Mike. Let's go, G.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 280.
Now it's Hunt. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That's up. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener. Adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 53.
Now Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
53 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run here with Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, you ready? I got him. Hey, hey, hey. You got three. You got three. Three down. Three down. 34. Eyes on 34. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. That's it.
On first down, it's Hunt, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Down. 180.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You must be dreaming.
What's up?
On second and 11 now, Carr, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, 61 yards. They come up in an offset eye. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
40 down. 47 is the 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 280. 280. What's up? 47 is the mic, boys. 47. Check.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, down. 180.
Check. 43. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
On second down now. It's Hunt, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives out.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
Ready. Watch the curl. Slant. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
On first down, Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Denver.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Everyone got 4.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
61, matchbox right.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raiders sack. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone and able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. on play action. Now Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. This is Hunt. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
54. Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Get it.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Tight end left, tight end left. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. L.J. Collier. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. This is Hunt on the draw play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, here's Hunt. Big hold to the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Lock, the intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on third down, Lock going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the slant.
Play action. Now it's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Carr now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
53, check 53. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Again, it's Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr again. Open man here is Conklin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Sunday, down. 180.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Carlson now to kick this one away.
All day, baby, all day.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and now it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lock working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsay here. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
That's another Raiders first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Down. Wide 85.
Mike. So we got man.
Raider 1.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Yeah.
Undercrunch.
Right Monday, down. You're mine.
From the gun, it's Carr. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Express.
43 is the Mike.
Watch the slant.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is